Dear parents, relatives, caregivers, and patrons, welcome to Music People. I'm Deborah Passanisi, the program director of the Peninsula Symphony's special Bridges to Music program. Previously, Bridges to Music had been in the public schools in Redwood City in 2 special day classes that I taught. With the support of the Peninsula Symphony, we have moved to an online class because of the pandemic. These special lessons for very special children are designed to build skills, bring joy, and have fun. So please say with us and share together, because music is everywhere. If you're happy and you know it, sing a song. If you're happy and you know it, sing along. If you're happy and you know it, then your music will show it. If you're happy and you know it, sing a song. If you're happy and you know it, sing with me. If you're happy and you know it, sing with me. If you're happy and you know it, then your singing will show it. If you're happy and you know it, sing with me. Welcome back, boys and girls. I'm so happy to be with you today to talk about music, to sing together, and to learn about what music looks like when it's written down. Instead of letters and words, music is written in notes and signs on a staff. The staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Let's take a look at what it looks like together. This is the staff. The staff is what we would be writing on a piece of blank paper. The staff has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. They each have a name that's a letter. The lines E, G, B, D, F, and the spaces F, A, C, E. The spaces spell face, because you'll be happy when you play music and smiling. The sides, the lines, spell every girl, boy does fine. And the notes will go from low up to high. And we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So the staff is a page like a piece of paper writing words, but this time we're going to write notes. So the first thing to know is that notes are the alphabet of music's words, but you only need to know 7 letters to write music. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now the interesting thing about these letters is that they can go up and down, and they can be used more than once. But let's start first with knowing that a tune can go up and down. Up on the staff, down on the staff. The notes go up and down on the lines or spaces, just like they're climbing a ladder. Let's think back for the song we did last time, Wheels on the Bus. Do you remember that? Let's just do the first verse together. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Now let's think about what we could do with the notes. Are you ready? The notes on the staff go up and down, making sounds. Up and down. The notes on the staff go up and down, climbing the ladder of song. The notes on the staff are A to G, A to G. The letters you'll see. The notes on the staff are A to G. They're music's letters of song. Could I sing it one more time with you? Here we go. The notes on the staff go up and down, making sounds. The notes on the staff go up and down, climbing the ladder of songs. The notes on the staff are A to G, A to G. The letters you'll see. The notes on the staff are A to G, music's letters of song. So any note can happen high or low, and the 7 letters of the alphabet are repeated over and over again. The really fun part is when you know one note, you can find the other notes on the lines or spaces by counting up and down. So if I know the bottom line is E, I can know that the next letter is F and on the next space, because I count up. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. It's very easy. So you remember there's 7 letters, and that's all we need to know. And you won't have to have any problems doing those. Let's remind ourselves about the 7 letters with a song. I know you know the alphabet song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm going to stop there because that's all the letters we need. So let's make a new song from that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These 7 letters are notes you see. You can sing them up and down. Notes make a picture of the sound. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Won't you come and sing with me? Let's practice it together one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These 7 letters are notes you see. You can sing them up and down. Notes make a picture of the sound. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Won't you come and sing with me? So notes make pictures of what the song sounds like. If the song goes up, the notes will go up. If the song goes down, the notes will go down. Sometimes we play what we call scales. All the notes in a row going up and all the notes in a row going down. We might do this if we're practicing before we start a tune. Let me show you what a scale looks like. And you can see with your eyes what the notes are going to do. So look at this page. The notes go up and the notes go down. Up and down. So if you were listening, it would be da 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 da. And you can see it with your eyes. Da 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 da. A scale. It shows you the notes go up and down. They're like pictures of what you're doing and what you're listening to and what you're seeing, all at the same time. I think it looks like they're dancing on the page. But music also is about counting time. Notes can be long or short. Shapes of the notes show how long it should last. Before I point to our guide, let's remember there's whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes. So let's look at our big poster. There's the whole note. It looks like a donut. A half note looks like a donut with a tail on it. A quarter note doesn't have the hole anymore. It means it's going to be faster. And an eighth note has a little tail because it's going to fly. It's so fast. So let's take a look at what that means. We're counting by 4s. I told you music is so different. We only need to know 7 letters and then how to count to 4, but divide that 4 in a lot of different ways. So here we have the whole note, and that gets 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a half note, and that gets 2 beats. 1, 2. 2 half notes make up a whole note. 2 halves of a donut make up a whole donut. I think we would all like to have a whole donut. A quarter note that looks like that gets 1 beat. So if we have a quarter note, that's 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same as 1 whole note. And the last one is an 8th note. Remember with the little tail? And it gets half a beat. So now we have 8 and it goes much faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what they look like. So counting also involves other things. The shapes of the notes tell us how long to hold the notes. And the size and the difference in looking tells us the same thing. But rests have different shapes just like the notes. A rest means to be quiet. No noise at all in the musical piece. Music takes place in time. So every beat is written out. And I'm going to show you again our scales and show you what I mean. Let's pick a different page. Every bar, which if you remember back on our staff, has bars on each side. And every bar is filled. So it has to be filled with notes or filled with notes and rests. These are all notes. Look at all different. And every bar is full. You can't have a bar that doesn't have anything inside it. Just like if you read someone a book and you wouldn't want a blank page. So now we know a little bit about what they look like. Let's talk a little bit more about counting. So there's so much to know about counting by fours and so much to know about what the notes look like. There's so much to know about counting and reading, but you can still love music and sing even if you don't read the notes. It's like a story that your mom or dad or sister or brother or friend would read to you, and you love the story and you share it together even if you don't know all the words. And that wouldn't stop you from anything. You just love the story and experience it together. So you can experience music just by knowing a little bit about the alphabet and the time. So let's go ahead now and sing a different song together. I'll get my guitar out and let's see if we can remember what we've learned today about the music. Let's start with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I bet you know this one already. Let's sing it together like you were singing it maybe before you went to bed. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Very nice. Can we do it one more time together? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now let's sing about what we've learned so far. Notes, rests in a staff with bars. Now I know what you are. Down and up with A to G, the alphabet of songs for me. Notes and rests in a staff with bars. Now I know what you are. So do you remember what you know? I bet you do. Notes and rests in a staff with bars. Now I know what you are. Down and up from A to G, the alphabet of songs for me. Rests and notes in a bar. Now I know what you are. singing, everybody. I love it. Let's do another song about notes. This one I know you remember too. One of my favorites. And if you want, you can row, row, row your boat as we go. Let's go ahead and row the boat. We'll sing it the regular words first. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 your life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boats gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 may your life always be a dream. Notes, notes, notes I see in a staff with lines, bringing melody to songs that I know are mine. Notes, notes, notes I see in a staff with lines, bringing melody to songs that I know are mine, that I know are mine. Very nice singing, everybody. I'm so proud of you. I can imagine what it's like in your house with all the singing and all the learning at the same time. That was great. Now let's talk a little bit more about other people who play together. When we hear people, moms or dads, family, friends, talking about orchestras playing in a concert, it's people playing together. Each player reads notes, just like we know now, from his or her own part. The violinists play the violinist part. A flute player plays the flute part. Trumpets play the trumpet parts. But the leader or the conductor knows all the parts from all the different instruments on what we call a score. A score shows all the music down a page together. So an expert musician can read complicated or hard scores as fast as people read words in a book. Some conductors even memorize the score and conduct the whole orchestra, probably 100 people, without even looking at it. I always wonder, how do they remember so many parts at once? And how do they help the musicians who are watching them come in at the right time? It's not really a mystery. It's lots of practice and loving the music. I'm going to show you now a page from a score. This score is by Mr. Beethoven, and if you remember the last time we met each other, we ended with Mr. Beethoven's Ode to Joy from his 9th Symphony. This is a page that starts out his 5th Symphony, very famous. And this is what a conductor looks at if he's looking at his score. All the names of the different instruments are down the side, and then each person's part is here. But if you're playing in the orchestra, your music only has your part. It doesn't have all of them. But the conductor has all of them. And he can see what everybody's going to do, and he can wave his arms with his baton, that I think is like a magic wand from Harry Potter, and bring everybody in at the right time. And again, here, this starts out with instruments playing. Not everybody's playing. Remember, we know that these are rests, but every bar line has to be filled. So some people are resting, they're not playing, and other people are playing. And the conductor knows all this from looking. And again, this is Beethoven's 5th Symphony, very famous, and it goes dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. Supposed to be fate knocking at the door, saying come in, or maybe it's saying go away if it's not good. And here's more of what a page looks like from the full score for Beethoven's 5th Symphony. Lots of notes to remember. So learning to read notes is like learning to read words in stories. We have to remember that it takes time, and learning to read notes is not only the notes themselves, but the other symbols, the rests, and everything looks a little bit different to tell us what it is. By now you know what the notes look like, and next time you sing and have fun with friends, I want you to think if you can remember what they look like. I'm going to remind you now of something that we talked about the last time we met. And that was that you were going to write me a song or a tune, and you don't have to write it in notes. You can just write it in your mind and in your heart about our music people theme. I'm going to read you the words again. I'm going to read them 2 times, not 4, but 2. And if we know when we're counting music, everything's going to be by 4. But this time I'll just read it twice. And it's going to be, again, if you can think up a beautiful song to make these words fit into. Here we go. You are music people, and you know it's true, for every song that was ever sung belongs to me and you. I also wrote a second verse. I'm going to read that next. Like the waves inside the ocean, or the birds up in the trees, they sing to you. They know your song that belongs to me and you. I'm going to read it one more time, both verses. We are music people, and you know it's true, for every song that was ever sung belongs to me and you. Like the waves upon the ocean, or the birds up in the trees, they sing to you. They know your song that belongs to me and you. So I'm reminding you that maybe you can go ahead and try to write a song that uses some of these notes, but you can do it in your heart and you can do it in your voice. So thank you for being with me again today to learn all these new things about music. But what I really want you to remember from this lesson and from our last lesson is that music is everywhere. It's in the birds, it's in trees that rustle, it's everywhere. It's in the ocean. It's in the laughter of your brothers and sisters or your friends. It's in the voices of your mom and dad when they say, dinner time, come on in, time to eat. And it's even when you hear something sad, because sad can be just as beautiful. So remember for today, for all the notes and all the rests and all the scores, that music is really inside you first, and it's in your heart. And until we meet again, please keep music in your heart, and I'm going to keep you in my heart. Bye.